What is good, SGG family? It's your boy SmooveGotGame back here with the Angels and the ALCS as we're ready to get things kicked underway against the Baltimore Orioles. So not too much of a series here in terms of what people would probably expect out of the Angels. A lot of teams probably would see us as the underdogs here favorably, but we're going to look to try to upset them here and come out on top and make it to our first World Series bid here in year 3. So without further ado, let's get into breaking down this Orioles lineup that we will now have to face, both the rotation and the lineup. As looking at what they'll bring us for Kyle Bradish, Michael King, Grayson Rodriguez, and probably Kate Povich is probably who we'll have to face here in this first initial round. Now, Grayson had a pretty rough outing in his one start in the ALCS, so that's basically what we're looking to survive towards, but we got to put some points up and some runs up against the other guys. Now, as far as the bullpen, pretty solid. We have two real flamethrowers, and I hate going up against flamethrowers, but that's their closer, Felix Bautista, so we got to keep him out of the game here, reaching about 99 to 100 miles per hour on a four-seamer. As well as Yaneri Cano, very good reliever in real life too as well, but here in the game, 95 sinker, 99 four-seamer. We're gonna have to watch out for their lineup. It's pretty good in the middle there with Tyler Freeman, Gunnar Henderson, and Pete Alonso to add in some extra power. Now, obviously, I have Adley Rutschman as well, hitting at the 6th spot, Jackson Holiday at the 8, and the lineups will change a little bit going from righty to lefty, and we have a lot of lefty starters here in the series. We're gonna be starting 3 of them. Now, what happened in their first series here? As you can see on the opposite end, the Diamondbacks have already started against the Phillies. They're already up 2-0 here against them. So that's something to look forward to, I guess, for the World Series matchup, as it looks like the Diamondbacks have got a little bit of a head start. And we are going to have to play one of those two teams. I'd rather not face the Diamondbacks, but we'll see why in a minute, why that could be interesting. As we're getting things kicked off here in Baltimore at Oriole Park, they're letting the fireworks go here today, and it's going to be an exciting day at the park. As you see, all their fans are up, orange towels in the air as they're ready to get this postseason game kicked off. And we're already at the face against Kyle Bradish. In his first start, went 6 1/3, 126 whip, only 3 Ks, but didn't give up a single earned run through a 6 1/3. So we'll have to go ahead and try to tack that on for him here today. Not going to be a strikeout guy, so we should have a chance to put a lot of balls in play with the speed that we have. That could be a great idea here as we go to get the first pitch chopped back to him. But unfortunately, he'll go ahead and glove that one and throw us out there at first base. Logan O'Hoppe hitting number 2 for a steal, despite kind of slumping here through the last couple of games. Average down to 143 now as he swings through the sinker downstairs. And that'll be the first strikeout of the game. Christian Yelich takes the first pitch he sees opposite field, and a great diving play there by Dylan Carlson. I think that is out in left field. That is him getting the game started off with defense here, as it looks like it might be a long day. No wonder that ERA is still at 0. Whereas we have Aaron Savali on the mound playing in his 3rd postseason start here. 6 innings in both of his outings, 3 earned runs through both of his first outings. Whip is low though, so as long as we don't give up any home runs, we might be okay. So we'll have to watch out, of course, for the middle of their rotation or lineup. First man we have to face off against here is Jordan Westburg. Terrible postseason so far at this point. .62. He's hitting like Zach Neto as he pops this one out to Henry out and left for the first out of our inning. Tyler Freeman looks to be like the team MVP at the moment here. Only 1 for 4 and a double in his last game, but hitting well above 350. Pops it up. Mike Trout going out to right near the foul line. We'll go ahead and grab that one in too as well. And then here's what we're really going to have to worry about all day. Gunnar Henderson, make sure we keep him off the base pass as much as possible. Keep the bat on the shoulder if we can. 2-1 here. Almost got him to swing through the curve. Popped up. Easy play here by Williams behind second base. And there we go. We get out of the inning too just as well. 1-2-3. As it looks like both offenses are going quiet here today. I mean, if we end up in a pitcher's duel, we might be able to survive something like that. I mean, we can shut them out. 1 run. We've been shown capable to score 3 at least. That's going to be at a ball down in the gap. That's actually Zach Neto. They're getting a hit, and it's not going to be a hit. It's an extra base hit triple as he's in their 3rd base with only 1 out here in the inning. We were just talking about how bad he has been doing in the postseason. Had really no hits up to this point. You see the team is going crazy with the fact that he actually got a hit. Like, I can't even believe that he actually got a hit. He was 0 for 27, I think, up to this point. Finally gets a ball to drive here, not only in the gap, but uses the speed to get to third. And now we have the bottom, or really kind of the top of the order here with Mike Trout to bring him around here. 1-2. Trying to get him to swing at that slider like they've done so much in the regular season. Not going for it this time around, or a second attempt here as they go full now here to Trout. Swings and a miss through the sinker upstairs. Came back with the hitter. Kind of looked like it surprised him a little bit. So now we really got to get this run across. We're going with the bunt here to Sal. Down the third base line. Picks it up with his glove. Throw over to first base, and they got him. Not too many times where you see a gloved throw beat Sal at first. But the speed just wasn't enough that time. They get out of the inning, thankfully, with no runs across, despite the 1-out triple. Oh, on the ground here to Neto. Diving misplay there. Of course, that was well out of range there. So they're going to get a base hit here in the bottom of the third, 1 out. They're finally getting on the base pass here with their first hit today. They're going to try a hit and run here, it looks like. So I'm keeping my eyes over there on the runner. Let's try a couple off-speed pitches here to hopefully just foul it off here. 0-2 count. Cutter upstairs, and that ball gets obliterated towards the foul pole, and it is out of the whole park. 429 feet out of the stadium, and Baltimore is on top. Dylan Carlson has the clutch defensive play as well as the clutch offensive play here today so far. 2-run home run, his first of the postseason, and it puts Baltimore on top 2-0 here. I mean, that's right where we wanted that one. Cutter high and in. He's just early on it and is able to pull it across the foul pole. And their inning is not over yet here as Jordan gets a base hit here down 2-1 off the cutter as well. So maybe it's time to shove that pitch, maybe possibly here. Tyler Freeman, first pitch he sees is a cutter as well. He fouls his off, but still not where we wanted it at all. And then coming right back with it well far out the zone. So does not look like he is putting that where it needs to go here. But Shaw with the double play possibility, then we get out of the inning. Not before Dylan Carlson answers up with 2 though, but at least we are able to stop the bleeding there and come back on offense with our inning of our own. Nolan base hit over the third baseman's head, and this is to lead off the 5th. So now we have plenty of time to get him around as Carson Williams gets a sinker on the ground, chops this one over to second base, who's going to throw it over with the slow slide. That was the slowest feet first slide I think I've seen ever. Most athletic thing I've seen in a video game. As Matt Shaw now will have a runner at first there, thanks to the fielder's choice. Pops up the four-seamer on the outside part of the plate, right over to first base on the bag too. For out number 2 here in the 5th. There goes a ball driven into the gap. That's Zach Neto's second hit of the ball game here. It's going to get up against the wall, so we should easily be able to score across 1. As Williams is going to come home to the plate. Throw will not even come in. And Zach Neto with a clutch RBI double. So from no hits to 2 extra base hits and an RBI here in game 1 of the ALCS. This is the perfect time to have the offense kind of turn up for some of our colder players. Line drive from Trout here. This is going to get down in the gap too as well. So that should tie up the ball game with ease. Trout's going to go ahead and go in for second base. Throw will come in, but well late. Tied ball game there thanks to Mike Trout. And yes, he is the man of the hour here as he goes ahead and ties us up here 2-2 as the offense has finally arrived here in the game. Took us a little bit to do, but we were able to go ahead and get it done. As now we're back to the top of our lineup here. Sal Frelick. That ball is going to be in the dirt here. This would be a great time for him to pick up his offense too as well. At least maybe walk here to let Logan O'Hoppe have a chance. Full count. Sinker on the hands right at the third baseman. Weak contact on that one, but at least we top of the game here 2-2. And there goes Zach Neto coming up with his third at bat here. They're going to the bullpen here with Yunieri Cano, the guy that I did not want to face here. Now we got to contend with some heat coming in on the hands, so we'll have to see if we're able to get any kind of contact here in the 8th. Pure frustration after that strikeout there. So he just throws the bat to the dugout. And we come right back. Mike Trout, same thing there. He's frustrated looking at the catcher. And then Sal Frelick, he's down 0-2 as well. Chops this one on the ground over to first base, avoiding the strikeout. But same result here. 1-2-3 here in the 8th. As we also have DJ Hurts up here. After Aaron wasn't able to go deep into the ballgame with one of our long relievers. Oh my goodness. He is heated after that strikeout call. Slamming the bat to the ground. I thought we were going to see like a throw-out moment of the game. Unfortunately, I don't think they have that in MLB to show. And then right after that, Jackson Holiday, frustration as well on the inside four-seamer. It seems like everybody's getting frustrated at the calls here today from this home plate umpire. 2-2 count, and we get the side down on strikes as he's frustrated more so at himself for swinging. But we'll go to the 9th inning, still tied here 2-2. And they bring in their closer, Felix Bautista. They're not playing around, getting their 2 flamethrowers out here, trying to keep this score down as much as possible. And they go ahead and get right to work with back-to-back Ks. What is with the frustration here today? Everybody throwing their bats. Y'all are the ones swinging and missing here today. Y'all cannot be frustrated at anybody but yourselves and maybe me controlling the sticks. But we go ahead and keep DJ Hurts out here for the bottom of the 9th, trying to go ahead and close out this inning. As that's going to be a ball that gets down near the wall. That's going to be easily extra bases here. Henry's going to have to get this in, throw it to the cutoff. And just like that, they got a runner at second base. Still no outs here in the 9th. Do we look to keep hers in? 25 pitches through. I don't have anybody warmed up right now. I was hoping he could get me through this 9th and I'd start somebody in the extra inning. So Luke Little will be warmed up here if I need him. Hopefully we keep that runner at second base though. Not going to get the call there. That's in on the legs. 2-2. Swings and misses at the slider, backdoored. Popped up here. Nolan ranging back. Runner will easily stay at second base. So there we go. That's exactly what we needed. 2 outs there, keeping the runner at second. And now it's up to Gunnar Henderson here. 1-1 as he swings through the slider away. We just need one more pitch here. One more pitch and we can get out of this. 1-2. Checks his swing. We'll have to set it up here and do it again here. 2-2. Chopped on the ground right past the pitcher. That's going to get up the middle. It's going to have to be a play at the plate. Sal throws it in and the ball will be not in time. The Orioles walk us off in the bottom of the 9th. DJ Hurts misplayed the ball back up to him. Didn't even really attempt for it. And then Sal's throw was not accurate. I mean, he at least threw it at the plate, but the wrong side of it. And the Orioles will walk away here with a victory in game number 1, taking it like they're supposed to here at home. We still have a chance to steal another game at home here tomorrow in game 2 before things shift over to the Los Angeles for games 3 through 5. But DJ Hurts will get slapped with the loss here. Only 5 hits as a team today. 2 of those going to Zach Neto. All of them coming from the bottom half of the order. Our top 4 guys went 0 for across the board. So that's 0 for 12 from our first 4. 3 of our 5 hits were extra base hits, though, which is great to see. And it's about like 6 innings, 3 Ks in this start. So the next man we'll be tasked with facing then will be Michael King, who very similarly went in his start and shut out their last opponents here, going 7 innings in his, allowing 0 earned runs. And we were able to get 2 off of yesterday. Just was not enough there for our pitching staff. So we're going to look to try to get at least 2 or 3 here today and get a shutout if possible. And that's a great, better start to the game here. Is Sal getting a base hit this time up the middle. And you already know we're about to take off for second base. That windup is way too slow from King. And we're in there safely at second. Base hits, stolen bases. We got to manufacture these runs any way possible. Now with that runner at second, Logan O'Hoppe has a 1-2 count here. We're going off for third base on the hit and run, and it's a line drive at first. They're going to get the double play. That pitch was too good to hit, but I was hoping that the bare minimum was on the ground. And unfortunately, we get the double play there to go ahead and get 2 outs for Yelich, who swings and misses at that one into the dirt. They go 1-2-3 here in the first inning. And we'll go ahead and bring out Jordan Hicks, our first lefty here in the series. Instead of going Reed Detmers, he wasn't at full stamina here today, so we're skipping his start. He will go game 3. We're going Hicks here today, game 2, as that's a great defensive stop there by Williams. The throw over is not in time. But man, oh man, that was a good defensive play here to go and get our game started up here. Great angle, great dive. So they're setting up to possibly steal here at second base. They're going to go and take off there with the first pitch. Throw goes down by Logan, will not be in time. So here with 2 outs, taking a page out of our books here, gets the single, stolen base combo. Now Samuel here, who we did not see in yesterday's game, hasn't had an at-bat all postseason yet. Grounds this one over to Neto, who will make the easy play there at first. And we'll get through that just as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. As nobody comes across. Michael King, though, looking to start off this second inning just as well as he did the first. But there goes Henry launching this one deep out to left field, and that will be out of here. Solo home run for Henry. His first of the post. I can't believe this is his first of the postseason. 393 feet, though. Was the home run leader throughout the regular season other than Christian Yelich, and just hits his first one here this deep into the postseason. But it's an opposite field, no doubter for him, as he was able to go ahead and make that one work. Look at this. Show drone's going to show this one right at about belt height, going way back into the opposite field here. A couple batters later, here we have Matt Shaw up. After we get the solo home run to go ahead and get us on the board first here in game 2. He's got a 1-0 count here. He will get a pitch that he derives as well. That is a slider, chest height, that will leave over that tall wall in the right field. 2 opposite field home runs. They're not back to back, but they are in the same inning as Shaw hits his first home run of the postseason. Has been cold here all postseason, but showing off a little bit of opposite field power there. And we're the ones that go up 2-0 first here. So a home run in last game gave the Orioles a 2-0 lead. 2 home runs here today give us a 2-run lead. And look at the swag there on the bat drop, just aura farming to a T as he just drops that with the singular hand. Now we do have a chance here to get back-to-backs though, as Zach Neto had a terrific game 1. Gets a circle change upstairs, going deep back to center field. But that'll be gloved in well in front of the warning track. Here goes yesterday's hero for him, Dylan Carlson, getting a base hit here today. So no out of the park power just yet, but he will get on first. Ew, please don't. What was that? Please don't ever do that again. My boy hit the sprinklers on him. How you gonna hit the sprinklers on your own fans just for that? Let's get a line drive here. Thought we might have been able to get that over to first there for the double play, but we could not do so. Samuel coming back up here with that after the line drive out. Trying to look to move the runner over and across here as he chops that slider foul as well. Pop this one up. Shallow center field is going to get down for a hit. Sal's going to have to come in. Fires it for third with the crow hop, slowing him down. I guess trying to gather himself after a bad bounce. I don't know what that was, but runners are now at the corners here for Adley Rutschman. Wicks does have a couple ground ball pitches here, but if we can, they're going off with a steal attempt there. That looks more like a hit and run. As Rutschman fouls that one off. No steal attempt here on this third pitch, but we get the strikeout we need on the circle change. So no ground ball, but we will take the strikeout instead. Weston up after him, pops this one in his left field. Henry's going to range over, and he will grab this one in fair territory to end the 4th. Still managing to keep our 2-0 lead here. As Colton launches one off here. That one is rocketed off the bat, and it will leave in a hurry. Solo home run to right center field. Baltimore back on top back in this game via the home run as they cut the lead in half. It is now 2-1 Baltimore back. As Kowser it's a day of first today apparently as he hits his first home run. 105 on the exit. Velo just really got a hold of that one. That's what happens when you guess correctly. You're able to go ahead and just launch those to the moon. Popped up in the foul territory after following it up with a walk here. Christian Pache will now have a chance to keep this inning going to see if they can go ahead and tie it up here in the 5th as he swings through the 4-seamer upstairs and goes down swinging. Line drive, left field. That'll get down for a hit. Henry's going to have to come in, make this throw in firing. He's going to go to second base with it. as they will get in there just in time. It'll be runners at second and third now, only one out. And Dylan Carlson back up at the plate here, looking to play heroes. That ball's in the ground, no movement though. Called strike 3 up top. Great call there. That was right on the black there up in the inner corner. Couldn't really do much with it even if he does swing. And we get the strikeout that we needed. Now we just got to sit down Gunnar Henderson here. 2-2 count. Swings and misses at the slider away, but it's going to the backstop. Logan's going to have to play it off the wall. Throw it on the first base will be well late, and it's a tie ball game. Jordan gets the strikeout he needs, but unfortunately the wild pitch, because it went to the backstop, slider just a little too far out of reach, ends up working in the Orioles' favor as they go ahead and get the tying run to come across the plate on a wild pitch. You know that's got to be frustrating here for Wicks, as he just needed to settle the inning down. And instead we'll be facing a 1-2 count here to Samuel as he swings at the slider, and this one will stay in front of Logan. As we go through 5 here, still tied up 2-2. They're going to their bullpen, bringing in Josh Stoudemont. 1 inning, 90 ERA, tells me he at least gave up 1. I don't think he's giving up today, though, with straight strikeouts. That one's in the dirt. Throw down as Matt Shaw will be retired here. Zach Neto up behind him. Swings and misses at the upstairs heat as well. And then it'll be up to Mike Trout here, who gets one upstairs. That's a sinker going towards right center field, but that will stay in the yard by a lot. Caught more wind than outwards. And we're still going to our bullpen as well here, letting Luke Little now come in here. As you can see here, 30-something pitches through as he's been pitching a while, as we're in the bottom of the 8th now. We do have our bullpen up and active just in case he can't make it through another inning, but he's been looking good up to this point, really keeping them down here. As you see, the score is still 2-2 here. So we're getting closer to that 9th inning here. Gunnar Henderson swings at the sweeper upstairs. He's down on strikes as well. We're going to go to the bullpen here as he was just running out of too much stamina. I didn't want to risk it here in the middle of the order. We're going with the righty here, Hans Kraus. As Samuel does have a bigger problem against righties than lefties, obviously not being in the right-handed lineup. So we're looking to get this easy out here as he chops this one on the ground to Williams. And we'll go and get him down 1-2-3 here in the 8th. To once again take things here to the 9th inning, where we're going to look to try to win this game here. Last minute. So yesterday we got walked off here in the 9th. We're trying to do the same thing here as we get the bunt down. Sal will go ahead and make it easily to first base as he bunts it over to first. Great angle on it as he was actually blocking the pitcher from getting there too as well to make the throw. So he gets over there with ease, taking off for second base here. So he will get in there easily. I mean, if we get 1 run, we're bringing Jordan in and we're getting this save. So Logan going to go ahead and try to lay down a bunt. He does get this down the third base line, but it'll be foul. He put it in the strike zone, though, so if you can put another one here, we're going to go ahead and show bunt early. We're going to get this one down the third base line as well. Not going to do anything for us. So down 1-2 here. We're stealing off for third just in case. Swinging and a miss. And he's in there safely at third base as that throw was wide left. Going with the suicide squeeze attempt here as that curveball gets bunted late. So now we're going to show bunt here this time. We're suicide squeezing again. The throw was up high to go to get him off guard. Throw over to third base, and they got him going back, and Sal is retired. He probably should have went with another drag bunt, but he's not really good at those, so we had to try to show it. Unfortunately, we had the steal going at the same time, and we are able to get out of the 9th inning despite having a run at third with 1 out, with the ball game still tied. Hans Kraus will go to pitch then for us here since he's just came in to get the last out last inning. And he'll look to take us into extras here as we get the pop out that we need there to start it off. And it's Heston. I'm not really sure honestly how to say the last name. So if you guys know, let me know down below. As we get the big ground ball that we need though over to Nolan. Easy play as Colton Kaiser though has 1 home run already this game. We want to keep this one in the yard if possible. Pops this one out to left field. Henry will range over and get underneath. And we'll go to our first extra innings here in the ALCS. As in the 10th inning, we're going to look to make something happen here. That's going to be a base hit back up the middle. Bringing in Felix Bautista, so you really just got to kind of guess on these 4-seamers. We got to hope that he's off his game and guess right here. As we're going to swing again here. As that one's up near the chest, this one's going out to left center field. That's going to get down up against the wall. 1 run's going to be able to come around and score. It's an RBI double there for Nolan. 3-2 ball game for the Angels, and we have our first lead here since earlier in the game. And we'll look to try to hold it here as Carson gets a four-seamer upstairs as he takes this one out to deep center field near the warning track, and he will reach up and grab this one up against the wall. Runner will move over to third easily. It's now Matt Shaw with the runner at third base, one out, gets a four-seamer that he pulls. That'll just be foul. Coming right back here, 0-1. Gets one upstairs that he pops up as well. That's right behind first base. Runner will stay at third. Neto lines this one out to right field. Not able to get this one down. Swings and misses at the slider going away. And they might be able to go out of this 10th inning just down by one as he swings late on the inside four-seamer. And we're bringing in the greatest closer in the American League this season, Jordan Romano. Yes, I think he is better than the Red Sox closer, especially because he closed that gap later in the season and was more consistent, at least I would say, in all his starts. If he had saved more games and blew less of them, he actually would have been leading the league and probably could have broke the record. As here it looks like they're bringing in Jackson Holiday as we switch to a righty. They're bringing in a righty as a pinch hitter, as Jackson Holiday has hit better against righties than lefties. So trying to get the matchup here to go back to the top of the lineup with is that's going to be popped out to left. Henry raging back near the warning track, and he will glove that one in. As they're down to their final out here in the bottom of the 10th. Can the Angels steal one here on the road? Baltimore fans are on their feet as they get the second strike there. Line this one back up the middle, base hit there for Jordan, keeping some hope alive as now the winning run will be at the plate, tying run at first. And we've seen this happen the other day. They were able to walk it off, and then Dylan Carlson, who already has a home run in this series, is up and at the plate here. Swing and a miss upstairs. Good four-seamer high and away. We're coming right back down with the slider down low. He checked his swing, but the home plate umpire is going to say he went around. And the Angels will go ahead and get a win here today. I did not think that we'd be able to do it, but somehow we were able to go ahead and get a W here today as we just had it late. Offense came alive there in that 10th inning. We were able to go ahead and squeeze across a run, at least just one against Felix is all I needed. Sometimes when you're guessing around those 100 miles per hour, if he doesn't have his stuff, it's easier to hit. And today, 8 hits as a team, 3 runs across. Wicks doesn't get the dub, but he does get a good quality start there for us as now the top of the lineup is on fire here as our top 4 now responsible for 5 of our 8 hits. Walked out with 3 more extra bases, including 2 solo home runs here today. Sal gets 3 stolen bases, up to 9 this postseason. And we definitely need to see more of that in the regular season too as well. But now with that win there for us, we're going to go into game 3 here in Anaheim. And Reed Detmers is finally on the mound, our ace of the postseason, if you will. Going for his 3rd start, 14 innings, 16 Ks. He has been phenomenal up to this point, and we're looking just to get one more good start out of him here to go ahead and hopefully keep up this home winning streak. We have not lost the postseason game. Well, I guess we did lose to the Red Sox. We've almost not lost at home here in the postseason up to this point as Williams will range back. Great diving play here, throwing it from one knee, and he's got him at first base. Back-to-back games with great defensive plays in the first inning for Carson Williams, showing a great second base skill set. We'll have to see if that translates over to shortstop if we need it to, as this is a fly ball to Sal in center field as he'll go and take care of things here in the first. And we're going against Grayson Rodriguez, who had a terrible outing in his first time out. Only lasted 4 1/3. I would guess that's probably around 4 earned runs with that 8.3 when he rated 4 or 5 earned runs. But here today, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know this was the true pitching duel of the series here in Game 3, as he was on his stuff today. Getting the quick drop third strike there. Comes right back to Christian Yelich here with the strikeouts. We do change up the lineup a little bit. Moving down Logan O'Hoppe in the order. Moving up Christian Yelich. Moving up Mike Trout. Henry's now still hitting at the 3 spot pretty much though. But even he chops this one on the ground off the glove of the third baseman with plenty of time to recover and throw this one over as we're in there. I thought he might have had the time to do so, but we're actually able to get there safely. And now Nolan here, our new 4 hitter, will come up with a chance to move over Henry. That's a deep fly ball to left field. Going back in the warning track. and that'll be gloved in the first. Now it's going to be up to Reed to go ahead and keep pace, though, with the type of outing that we're going to see here from the Orioles. And that's something that I think we've seen him do a lot of here this postseason. He's been able to be a very high efficient strikeout guy. He's been able to eat up innings, and we've really seen him kind of put teams down to where it looks like they almost can't touch left-handed pitching altogether. So I think, as we've seen with Hicks, this team can hit lefties. So we'll definitely have to keep our eyes out for that and see if Reed are able to get up his tough situations as he gets the strikeout there and on the hands of Rutschman. Runner at second here for the Orioles, and they get the pop-out fly out to Sal in center field. And just like that, 2 quick outs, keeping the runner at second base. We might be able to get out of this inning without giving up a run as well. It's Colton Cowser, solo home run in yesterday's game. Gets this one on the ground to Shaw, who will grab this one and throw over with enough time to get him at first. Great range at third base from Matt Shaw, and he keeps them from bringing across a run here. If that got to the outfield, it's probably 1-0 at Baltimore. Instead, here we're going back to Zach Neto getting his 3rd hit of the series here, really coming alive in the ALCS. It's going to take a minute for that average to start to climb, but a couple more multi-hit games and he'll be there. As Logan O'Hoppe here, dropped down to the 9 spot for us. Still want to trust him with that 9 spot, though. Still able to get a couple hits for us to turn this lineup over to the top half of Sal, Henry. There it goes, going to ground. The second base throw goes over, they get him. So fielder's choice moves the runner up. Zach Neto's over at second base now here for the top of the lineup. Sal, do we try to lay down one of our drag bunts here? Maybe just to move the runner up, see if we can beat it out. This was going down the third base line. We're going to go ahead and go for third. Throw goes over the head of the first baseman and into the seats. So Neto comes around off of that ball going into the seats. We're sending him around anyway, but this is just what happens when you have speed down the base pass. No glove this time, just goes barehanded. You know, he was able to get him with the glove earlier in the series. An interesting decision there to go barehanded for the play, trying to do it for the clip, and it didn't work. And now we have our runner at third base. There's Yelich and Henry set to do up next. We could possibly increase this lead even further. And on the hand, strike 2, throw down, got him in time. I thought they might have beat the tag out there. Sal gets tagged out. We swing and miss and strikeouts. And unfortunately, we'll just have to settle with 1 run coming across here early. And it is a 1-0 lead here for your Angels. As Henry Pierre there will get the call there down the third base line saying that he did not go. So there's a walk over to first. Leading us to finally have another base runner here in the 4th inning. Nolan chops us on the ground in foul territory. Swing and a miss at the 4-seamer on the hands. Not able to take care of that one. Trout, it'll be up to you to do something clutch here. 1-2 as he chases the curveball low and away. They love getting him with those breaking balls away from him. And the same thing here as Matt Shaw will go ahead and go sit down too as well. I don't think that was Carson Wentz, my fault, but not able to get the runner across. There's Henry stayed put at first base. The Orioles get Colton Cowser at first base here with 1 out. So it looks like they're trying to get some runs across here. As Detmers has looked strong here up to this point. 58 pitches on his way through. As with the 1-2 here. Chasing the circle change low and away as Gabriel will go sit down. And then Christian Pache up next here. Chops this one on the ground into the outfield. It'll get down for a base hit. But it'll keep the runner at second base here. So first and second now, 2 outs. Jordan will come up here for the Orioles as they go and swing back up to the top of their lineup here. Great chance to get one, if not multiple. Here's this one's on the ground to Carson. Barely has to move here with the easy throw over to first base. And that's 5 innings clear for Reed as we go to the 6th here. Through 5 in the 3rd, he's got 70 pitches here working as he gets the curveball here. Just goes past his glove. Great dive there by Neto from the seat of his pants. The throw will not be in time. That is a great defensive effort there from Zach Neto, though. Great diving play up the middle, stopping a base hit, possibly a double there. That's one chopped to the catcher here. Throw goes over, and we get him at first. So Logan O'Hoppe able to get the 2nd out of the inning there. Runner still at second base, though, here. As Detmers gets the chopper here over to Shaw to make it through 6 innings cleanly. And it'll have to be a decision here to see if he try to force him to go 7 here or not. He will stay in for the 7th here. Closing in on 80 pitches, so we'd love to get out of this inning as quickly as possible. and keep our 1-0 lead here. Heston swings and misses at the slider downstairs. He will go down sitting. He throws the bat back to the dugout here. A lot of frustration on these strikeouts as that's number 7 for him on the day. 1-2 to here to Colton as he pops this one out the center. Sal will set it underneath this one and grab it in. We're north now of 80 pitches. Sitting at 81 here. Can he just get this last out for me though so we're going to clear this inning up? That'll be 3 straight starts here in the postseason of 7 innings of work straight. This one goes back up the middle past the diving Zach Neto. That's a base hit here. And with a 1-0 lead, I think it's pretty safe here to say let's just go ahead and go to the bullpen. Try to bring in here a new arm as that energy is running low. We do have Jose Hernandez up and ready as they've been struggling against lefties here all day. Christian Pache is actually worse against righties, but the 2 behind him are worse against lefties. So Jose Hernandez will go ahead and get to come in for his 3rd appearance here of the postseason. And Pache, 429 average is not bad at all, but it's not exactly like his stats are just crazy against lefties. So we're going to trust the matchup here. On the run over to Nolan, who will throw it to second base for Neto. And that'll go through 7 innings here of shutout ball as a team. And we're going into the 8th with Hernandez needing to just get down 1, 2, and 3. And get us closer to walking out of here with a 1-0 victory. Looks like all rip he's struggling to find the command of his pitches here. Finally lays over the slider there to get to a 2-1 count. Gets the strikeout upstairs on the 4-seamer there. Way to battle back from 2 pitches missing early. And then comes right back with a 3-1 count here to Dylan Carlson, but gets him to chop this one on the ground to Williams. Great play over to first, gets the outs. Last but not least here, we just got to get Gunnar Henderson down as well. 0-2 count here. Chops this one on the ground to Neto. Diving play will just barely miss it. So I'll go into the outfield for a base hit here with 2 outs. Trying to start a 2-out rally here as Hernandez closing in on 20 pitches thrown. So we look to get our bullpen up and ready. Jordan Romano is up and getting ready here just in case. 0-2. Pops this one to center field. Sal's going to have to come in on the run, and he will grab it on a full run. Full head of steam there to go ahead and get that one played in. And now we go to the bottom of the 8th, trying to see if we can just extend this lead here a little bit before we bring in our closer. Give him a little bit more of a cushion if possible. But they bring in Joe Jimenez, who gets the 1-pitch fly out there on Matt Shaw. Comes back here with Zach Neto as you see the bullpen is up and ready for them just in case they're able to tie it here in the 9th inning. Chops this one on the ground. They go ahead and make the play at first. And it'll be up to Logan O'Hoppe to see if we can get a 2-out rally going. First pitch he sees, though, will be a slider hit opposite field. That'll be gloved in. So it'll be Jordan Romano coming in with a 1-0 lead here. And Adley Rutchinson, 5, 6, and 7 set to do up. Can the Angels pull off the win here at home and go up 2-1 as they head into games 4 of the series? Chopped on the ground here to Nolan. Great slide there, protecting the line. So we had a far way to cover. Foot race to the bag is won by the Angels as we get the first out here of the inning. And then Heston right after him will pop this one out to right field. Mike Trout will move over, settle underneath this one, and grab it in. And now they're down to just their final out here in Anaheim, as it is Colton Cowser. He almost got a rally starter for them last game, getting a base hit in the 9th. He'll do it again here as he gets another base hit here in the 9th as that gets down in front of Henry. And Jordan Romano wants to close this one out as quickly as possible here before this gets back over to the top of the lineup. So Gabriel Harris. This is not what the Orioles probably wanted to see here. 8-9 having to come up with the game on the line. But 0-2. Gabriel grounds this one out to the right field for a base hit there, getting past 2 diving defenders. And just like that, it's first and second as that go-ahead run is at first. Tying run is now at second, and they're going to go pinch hit and bring in Jackson Holiday, going with the splits here as he's better hitting against righties. I'm looking at our bullpen just in case here. We do have Victor Gonzalez warming up here. Don't want to bring him in. I want Romano to get this save if possible, but just in case, if he does give up another hit here, we're going Victor Gonzalez here. Chops that 2-seamer away, foul. We'll run it back here. 0-2 now for Holidays. He chops this one on the ground over to Nolan. Will he have the time to get to the bag? He will. And that's another win for your Angels here. Taking away game 3. We stole one on the road. We now have home field advantage technically, and we've got 2 more games here at home, and 2 more wins is all we need to get our first World Series bid. I mean, he's going to come up to some familiar faces. Samuel will be getting his first postseason start here in game 4. Adam Savale will be coming in for game 5. And it'll just be depending on, do we need a game 6 or 7 or not? What will happen here in the rest of the series? Next time out, I'm thinking that we will do at least games 4 and 5. And then, from there, 6 and 7 or just 6 in a preview of the World Series or end of the season, whatever so happens. But next episode will be games 4 and 5. Here's we got 1, 2, and 3 in today's episode. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Only able to produce across 1 run, and it was unearned thanks to an error. Despite only having 3 hits today, we gave up 8 to them, and they just weren't able to do anything with it. We struck out 12 times here today too, so shout out to their pitching, as they were really able to hold it down here for them. But we come away with the victory on another Reed Detmer start, only 6 2/3 this time around. 7 Ks though, as he was really proficient with his strikeouts, and it's going to come up to trying to produce more offense, but more games like that. We need more shutouts here if we're going to make anything happen here in this series, as the next 2 games here at home against K. Popovich for them, and Kyle Bradish will be getting that game 5. So let's not have a repeat of game 1 where we lost 2-3. But also too, where surprising, as I was looking at the rest of the standings, the Diamondbacks have already made it to the World Series. They have swept the Philadelphia Phillies in 4 straight games. I had to come see how that happened here, and they were just phenomenal. 2-1, a 4-0 shutout. Last 2 games, Philly finally put up some offense there, 4-3 win and a 6-5 win. So the offense for the Diamondbacks finally showing up there in the last 2, but on the road, getting taken care of like that in Philadelphia, it's crazy work. So I had to come look at this team, because the only reason we're focused on this team too, they have Joe Adell. We traded him for Sal in a straight up player deal, and he hasn't played much for them. He's dropped down to a C potential. He's a 79 overall, finished at 230, 288 on base with only 9 home runs. In this postseason, he is 0 for 8. Has not got a single hit. He's only been on base 1 time with a walk. So he hasn't been as productive as Sal has for us, but still, it'd be a little bit of a revenge series there for them. So I hope we get to make it. That'd be a great storyline to see in the World Series, and we're just 2 games away from that. So if you guys are ready for that video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for your boy, man. NCAA, or I should say college football 26 is out at the time that this is dropping. Of course, I'll be getting some gameplays on that and changing up our upload schedule. We'll be probably going back to 5 videos a week, getting still this series out, especially because we're in the postseason. But a lot of college football 26 gameplay will be on the way, both online and with our Road to Glory, and then our Dynasty, as we go and get things set up for Madden. So if you guys are ready for that series to come out and all the things that I planned for that game, be on the lookout for it. Heavy content coming from it soon. But it's me, your boy SGG, aka the King of Games. Love every single one of you guys that show that love and support, man. Keep showing it on the road to 1K here on this channel, and I love you guys so much. Later.